Welcome back to Beyond the Sidelines. I'm Libby Heckert.
I'm Natalie Alesia.
And I'm Lauren Smiley. Let's keep talking all things sports.
All right, guys, so I'm just going to preface here. It's kind of early in the morning, and we're in the midst of crazy October, which I'm sure all of you guys are. So we have an early shoot time this morning, but we're going to keep the vibes up and the energy going. We also have a new little lighting set. Let us know what you guys think.
I'm liking it.
If it's
Me
too
too.
dark
Let us know if it's too dark, but I feel like it's cute. I like it.
But anyways, let's just jump right in. So first, I just wanted to touch on Jessica Campbell. She is the first female full-time assistant coach in the NHL. This was a huge story, everything last year whenever she got this position. So she is the assistant coach for the Seattle Kraken. And when she got this position, there was a lot of controversy from some fans of, some people being like, oh, crap, like the Kraken are doomed now that they have a female coach. Like, boo, like, come on. So as of last night, they lost their game last night, but before last night, they were undefeated, one of the only undefeated teams in the NHL still. So congrats to her. She's doing a great job. I love seeing all the photos of the players and her coaching them in the mutual respect. And, just kind of be like, yeah, I'm here. I'm doing a great job. It doesn't matter if I'm female. Like, I'm killing it. So
yeah, I think that's literally so awesome. I think it's a step in the right direction. And also, I feel like hockey's there's obviously women's hockey, but there's also men's hockey, and there's different rules. It's kind of like lacrosse, too, in my opinion. Like, they're pretty different sports, and I think it's really cool to see a woman, like, kind of infiltrating into men's ice hockey, which is pretty male dominated in general. Like there's not a lot of female hockey players that I know personally. I don't know about you guys. Maybe it's just a Chicago thing. Well, Chicago's very popular for hockey, but we don't have like too many women's teams either. So I think this is awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely a step in the right direction. So we're going to transition into some college football updates. So guys, you already know I was going to be talking about this, like what's the surprise, but Coach James Franklin from Penn State has been fired.
Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, I don't really know,
Rip.
But he was fired after 3 straight Big Ten game losses. LSU, Oregon, and Northwestern. It's rough out there for the Penn State community right now. Sorry about it. But how do we feel about this $49 million buyout? How do we feel about this?
Guys, that's insane.
It's insane.
I want to know who's making the call at Penn State for firing Coach Franklin, and let's send him to Lexington just for like a weekend, and then we'll be all good. Because here's the thing. I think they got a little trigger happy with a 3-game loss. We're going to fire him. He's been there. It's not like his first season. He's been there for a hot minute, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I mean, I get it. Penn State football, Big Ten football, they're usually like a top 5 program, and they're clearly not doing very well. Regardless, $49 million, I can't even fathom. Absolutely insane.
I do think he's a great recruiter. I think he does a great job with getting the right players there and the best players at Penn State just because of, the overall school and program and the tradition within it. But I feel like the coaching just doesn't carry out. It doesn't match. Yeah. But I don't know. As of right now, the associate head coach, Terry Smith, was named the interim head coach for now. I'm curious to see where this program goes. I'm curious to see if they actually start winning again or not, but I feel pretty bad for the Penn State fans and students because their ice hockey team is really good, but
that's all they got.
That's all they got right now, and Penn State is known for its athletics, and they're just in a little bit of a dry spell right now.
They're on the struggle bus, for
exactly.
real.
At least we have basketball to look forward to.
Right,
we do.
So
speaking of, for those of you that don't know, Libby's boyfriend goes to Penn State. So I want to talk about the spirits of students at Penn State. Are we still supporting? Are we happy about the decision? What's the move?
So anytime I'm around my friends, his friends, whatever, I always make it a point to say how much I dislike Penn State. I just think it's funny, because they go crazy. I feel like if people are like, oh, I hate Kentucky or something like that, I'm not going to go wild. I'll just be like, oh, okay, whatever, your opinion. But Penn State fans are just
They're like Michigan fans.
Oh my gosh. It's
Insane.
like there's nothing else in the world but this school. And I'm like, dude, chill out. Like, come on. So it was funny. I was on the phone with my friends and I was like, they had a 3:00 game. I think it was the Northwestern game. And it was like noon. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, Penn State fans, students, everybody's up at the crack of dawn, literally up. So, like, I was up at 7 a.m. for the whiteout game, and the whiteout game was at 8:30 p.m. So, why are we not up early? Like, I was like, what's the deal? What's the problem? Like, oops, sorry, your team is bad now.
Yeah.
Like they were like, yeah, we don't even like want to go to the game. Like,
So they're fair weathered fans.
yeah, and I'm like, oh, I mean, well, sorry, sucks to suck. Like, I mean, I don't know what to say, but at least we have basketball here. At least,
Right.
Yeah, we have something to look forward to,
yeah.
for sure.
Speaking of like student sections, did you guys see Lane Kiffin called out his student section? They had a game against Washington State. They ended up losing 24-21 at Ole Miss. Close game. He comes out in the press conference and is basically like, where are our students? And like the way that I took it, like, was he was kind of blaming them for their loss. Not necessarily their loss, but he's like, maybe we would have pulled out a win if we had some support.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think home field advantage is a thing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I always go back to Penn State. I promise I don't like it there. But, like, I always end up going back. And, like, the whiteout game, for instance, like, that crowd, even their regular games, is just insane. So it's like they use their crowd to scare their opponents and everything like that. I mean, Rupp Arena is
it's a
Like,
terrifying.
I couldn't imagine playing in Rupp
terrifying.
Arena
I couldn't imagine.
as an opposing team.
Imagine. I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy. So I do feel like the fans in the environment has a lot, maybe not a lot, but at least a little bit to do with the game. So I
think it does as well, but I don't think he can blame.
No.
He can't put blame, but also at the same time, like, who doesn't want to go? Like, that's a great matchup. It was a close game.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm surprised that, especially for, like, Ole Miss, that they're having trouble getting fans there. I mean, I can understand here because
We suck.
we literally suck. Bless you, Libby.
Sorry.
No
Couldn't
worries.
hold that one.
Couldn't hold it in. Anyways, but yeah, I can imagine here. But Ole Miss,
Well, let's talk SEC versus Big Ten, just cultures. We've talked about this before, right? Penn State is a good one. Michigan sounds very similar to Penn State. Like, there is nothing but the University of Michigan. It's go blue till
Same
you
with
die. This is
Ohio
the best
State.
thing
Ohio
ever.
State is-
Yes.
Once you cross that Ohio border, everybody
Yes.
is wearing Buckeyes.
Yes.
Buckeyes
something.
everywhere.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me.
And that's the environment in some places. Like, Alabama football is big.
Oh, yeah.
But I
Tennessee.
Yeah, but I don't think that, like, it is to that extent of, like, the big house at the University of Michigan is packed, sold out,
Yes,
no matter who they're
absolutely.
playing.
Mm-hmm.
I got excited to go to Kentucky football as a freshman, but now I'm like, I think I'd rather watch it on my couch.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Whether we were good or bad, like, I don't, maybe if I thought we were going to beat, like, Texas or something.
I definitely like to go to the big games because I like to watch the other teams.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that might sound bad, but like
No, it's awesome. Like,
I
Yeah.
want to go to the Tennessee game because I want to watch how Tennessee plays,
Right.
not necessarily how we play, but I want to watch them.
Right.
So that's one thing, but I definitely agree. Like, I got the season ticket pass freshman year, and
oh yeah, I'm like in that
I was
raffle or
there.
whatever. I'm like
Yeah.
fighting for it. I'm like,
I-
I need this.
now it's like
Now
I
I'm
can
like,
buy
eh.
a student ticket from someone for like $10
Yeah.
if I really want
Well,
to
and
go.
that's the difference, though, because our freshman year, it was a raffle, and tickets did sell out, and not everyone got one. And now I'm pretty confident that anybody that puts in for a season football pass is getting one, or at least, like, I have a season football pass, and there
Yeah.
was no, like, chance of me not getting one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can still buy a single game ticket if I want.
yeah.
But
Crazy.
basketball, on the other hand,
It's
is
like
Different story.
you're paying so much money to get one of those tickets.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, speaking of SEC football, we had a big matchup, Georgia and Auburn. There's a lot of controversy here. Georgia ended up winning 20-10, okay? And I'm really not going to focus on that, whatever. Like, I don't love Georgia. I don't love Auburn. It is what it is. But there was a specific point in the game, third quarter, Georgia was 3rd and 9, and their head coach is, like, Kirby Smart is running down the field going like this. And it looks like he's calling for a timeout. He gets the
As
timeout.
one would if you're
doing this. And they end up saying, he goes, no, I was clapping. I clap like this. Like, how do you guys like, I was so annoyed. I watched the game. It's not like it was like a difference maker. Like, okay, it wasn't like it was a 1-possession game, whatever.
But also like that could
have changed. I mean, it's the third quarter. There's a lot of time left.
The trajectory of the rest of the game.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? I've kind of been making the joke, like, is Georgia the Kansas City Chiefs of college football? Like, what is going on? I feel like they've had a couple controversial, like, I think back to the Tennessee games, just calls that were kind of like, what? Like, they could go either way.
Yeah, I definitely think, I mean, their program, like, it's just crazy. Their football program is insane. And it always has been, like, since I could remember, because my family is Georgia fans for some reason.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I thought I talked about this last episode.
She did.
I got
George.
it. Yeah, I got an English bulldog
Oh, yeah,
when I was
duh.
little, and then my brother was little.
I'll go George.
Yeah.
I remember this now.
My brother, when he was younger, he was like, oh, bulldogs, okay.
Yeah.
So, like, my parents went to the national championship. Like,
Wow, really?
Yeah, like, for some reason, I'm not really sure, but, like, they are a powerhouse, and I don't know. I feel like
I think because they're a powerhouse, it really helps them in these like
I agree.
end of game situations. I'm not putting any accusations out there. I'm just saying that they have gotten away with some lucky, like, trying to put this in good words, but like when there was a little bit of an altercation, the Georgia Bulldogs have come out on top with the benefit of the doubt
Every time.
Yeah. So.
Well, speaking of college football altercations, our boy Bill Belichick.
I hate him.
I know.
His face bothers me as well.
Bro,
for some reason.
Everything about him
pumpkin
bothers me.
eater.
That's what I was gonna say. Cheater. I can't not think about
Deflategate,
that.
Come on,
yeah.
guys.
So he denies exit rumors from UNC. He's the coach at UNC.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
I actually didn't know that.
For the record, guys, they're literally 2-3 overall and 0-1 in conference play. There's been like talk all over about a buyout from him, $50 million contract. I don't know. He says those are false. He says he's glad he's here. He's like calling it drama. He's never initiated any discussions, blah, 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 blah. I don't really care what he's doing. To be honest with you, I just want to ask you guys, do you think that like he's here and this UNC thing is temporary and he's hoping to get back to the NFL? I honestly think he should just hang it up and be done.
He needs to hang it up.
I agree.
110%.
I think so.
He should have been done after the whole cheating situation.
Exactly, because I feel like
scandals.
He's never going to get back to that place. I mean, like, this is kind of coming out of nowhere, but the Houston Astros, like, if you guys remember that cheating scandal, like, nobody will respect them the way they should be respected now since of that cheating scandal. So it's like, I mean, as a Steelers fan, like, I will always hate Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski and Bill Belichick because of the cheating. So it's like, just give it a break, man. Like, I know you love it. Like, go coach like a high school team,
or just hang it up, or like be like on TV or commentating
like a scout
or something.
Something. You know, like there's other ways
Yeah.
around it than coaching. But I mean, here he can get another $50 million. So
I'm over him.
Yeah, me too.
I'm over him too. He can go.
All right, we're going to transition into college basketball. Here at the University of Kentucky this past weekend, if you follow our socials, you saw that we were at FanFest.
Woo, we had so much fun.
And Big Blue Madness. Let's talk FanFest for a second. Natalie, take it away.
Okay, so FanFest was awesome. We all had the opportunity to go sit there and like live podcasts, which shout out Michelle. Thank you so much for the opportunity. We loved it. And I'm just going to chat a little bit about what I got to hear from Mark Pope sitting in on FanFest. And this also touches into Mark Pope's Media Day press conference as well, and kind of just like what he presented, what his plans are, what he wants to see for offense specifically, and just like his general like ideas for the season. And this was really cool because like I haven't got to hear Mark Pope like in real life talk about like his plans, and like you guys know, like I'm a complete basketball nerd, and like I was freaking out as they literally know they were right next to me. So I'm just gonna rapid fire kind of like the bullet points that I took what he was talking about. So he's really looking into going into a fast-paced offense, which I know he's did before last year as well, and that's the kind of like what he likes to run. But our roster and the bodies we have, they are so athletic and so quick that he's going to push that ball up the court. He talked a little bit about a Nash check. And basically this is like about Steve Nash. You guys know who that is? So I was like, I really hope you guys know who that is. So basically, like, he just wants to push that ball up the court, like, no bouncing that ball, push and fast transition, hit the wing runners. Basically, he was like, let's score on the other end of the court before the producers can even, like, get the camera there.
Okay.
That's their goal.
Yes.
They want to just rebound it, outlet, go. That makes the defense or, like, the opposing team so frustrated, so upset. They're like, how do we even stop this? They're literally even they're down the court before we can even get back on defense. So that's some transition stuff that he talked about. He also just wants to, again, keep passing it up, push the transition. He literally did say that he doesn't care who takes the ball up in transition if we get to push it out. He said,
I think that's crazy.
That is
He said,
crazy.
you might see Brandon Garrison pushing the ball up.
Oh,
Be so for real.
That's insane.
That
is kinda
the
crazy.
5 is a little scary for me. I can run with the 1 through 4,
Yeah.
but
that speaks to the talent of the team, though.
Yeah.
That's insane that, like, if you have a 5-man that can handle the ball like that,
Yeah.
if you're the opposing team, you're like,
Oh, no.
crap.
it'll be interesting to see what defensive matchups look like,
Yeah.
especially in transition. People are just going to have to, like, the matchups aren't going to matter, basically,
they're not.
is what it sounds
And
like.
I'm just betting on the fact that I'm pretty sure Pope isn't, like, going to be, like, looking forward to Garrison, like, dribbling it up and stuff. Like, it's not the vibe. Like, but he might be the one that gets that rebound, takes 1 dribble, 2 dribbles, throws it up the court.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see with that. And the last thing I'll leave you guys with that he said is that he's really into transition threes. He wants to, like, just emulate the same 3-point stature from last year, but kind of do it, like, in transition. And he talked a little bit about in his press conference on media day also about Jalen Lowe, and, like, he's a great shooter. He averaged, like, around 16 points last year at Pitt. However, he was shooting in, like, the lowest percentage, like, I'm trying to say this word, like, the spots are the lowest percentage on the floor. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, he was shooting consistently in, like, the hardest shots on the floor. So these, like, let's get that change. And now he's, like, shooting, like, 30 times better.
Right.
So if that wasn't an earful, I don't know what
Thank you
is.
for that, Natalie.
It was a
I
good-
know you're very passionate.
I'm a little nerd
love
about it. I'm so excited to see it.
Well,
in
so
real
I want
life,
to talk
though.
about, he wants to talk about transition threes. That's what he's looking for. You just said Jalen Lowe. Returning Kentucky players, Kobe Bryant kind of filled that role for us
Yes.
last year.
Yeah.
Who do we think is going to step into that spot? I really do hope that it's Trent Noah. I want to see him be a little bit more confident with the ball.
I think he's definitely going to be, like, a asset. I know he was last year, but a bigger asset this year. I think he's
agree.
definitely hopping into more of that leadership role, which is kind of odd. I mean, he's only a sophomore, but still, like, I think, you know, we've seen his progress from the summer. We've seen his progress in his training and everything like that, and how he's leading the team in multiple ways. So I definitely could see him jumping into that position and, you know, having more of a presence on the court.
Yeah. I think that Colin Chandler is going to step in a little bit. He's going to get more time on the court, I think, for sure. I don't know if he's going to quite make the starting lineup, but him and Trent Noah, I think both are going to be really vital shooters for our team. I think Jalen Lowe is going to light it up from 3 as well. I mean, Owe, like, he's always got our back. So I think, like, just a mixture of those 4 kind of just, like, hitting somebody on a high screen, pick and roll, pass it back out to that open person on the wing. Who's that going to be? One of those 4, I think.
I'm just excited because I feel like last year a lot of our games we relied on Owe a lot. Like, he would end up carrying us to the win.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you guys agree with that too, but just his crazy shots that would, you know, give us points and stuff like that. I just, you know, I'm really hoping the team, you know, I know they've progressed a lot within, you know, gearing up for the season, but I'm excited to see it, and I really hope they bring that to the court, into the games. I'm excited. I hope it's like, I know, you know, the games that are just like, oh yes, like, this
You're
is
like,
crazy,
I
like,
know.
Yeah.
like, get me on the court.
guys,
I
I
hope
can't-
every
I'm
game is
smiling.
like that. Yeah, Natalie is so excited, guys.
I'm so geeky. But, yeah, like, they're going to be so good. I'm so excited. I think from just, like, walking around FanFest, like, that environment was so cool. Like, everyone is, like, every person that any of us talked to at FanFest was like, so like Mark Pope is the best thing that happened to Kentucky. And I don't know if we're saying this because we're all feeling the same way, super excited about our roster. He recruited fantastic. We have great recruits coming in for next year as well. I don't know if we're just all on the Mark Pope train. I don't know if it's a bandwagon. What do you guys think about that? We were all so sad about Cal leaving.
Right.
Now we're 2 years into Pope.
Yeah.
We're looking really promising, and now we all love Mark Pope.
I think Pope has the advantage in the sense of like he's been in the Kentucky jersey.
Absolutely.
And Kentucky basketball is all that people in the state of Kentucky have. And so you have fans. He is, and I don't mean that in like a rude way. Like we don't have a professional anything. So Kentucky basketball, I guess if you're going to go root for Louisville, then go ahead and do that. But like it is Kentucky basketball. That is what people talk about. It has always been a thing. There are people that have watched him and his timing is perfect because the fans have watched him play in the jersey and now they're watching him coach. And I think that is what makes everybody fall in love with Mark Pope is he has been a Kentucky diehard fan through and through. He bleeds blue, as cringy as it sounds. Like, I mean, he is really 110% locked in on this team, and he does an incredible job, in my opinion, of getting his players to feel that way too. Yeah. You look at players like Trent Noah. He's from Kentucky.
Yeah.
You look at players like Malachi.
Yes.
From Kentucky. They always have Kentucky boys on their team, and that in and of itself creates a sense of community.
And I can't tell you who it is right now. I'm feeling so defeated that I'm unable.
I know who you're talking about too, and I'm blanking on the name.
I do feel like,
there's
I mean, we've
3?
talked. Yeah, there's a few of them. We've talked about it before. Just the tradition that Pope emphasizes. Like, you know, he says all the time, he's like, if you're playing in Kentucky, you're playing for Kentucky. Like, like you're playing for everybody in Kentucky. It's not just the school. It's not just, you know, you're signed a contract to be here. You know, you got to love the school. You got to love the state. You got to love the game, everything into one.
Got it?
Reese Potter.
Yes!
I knew it. I was like, I could see his face, but I couldn't remember
I can imagine his face. Lauren, I'm going to ask you one thing. You got to actually meet Mrs. Pope, did you not?
I did.
Mrs. I get that stuff
Mrs.
confused. Mrs. So that's right.
Yeah. She was great. She's super excited to be here. You can tell. I think that, again, his family does a great job of, like, networking and getting people to buy in. I kind of asked her, like, what's her game day routine look like, and she said she didn't really have one as far as a pregame, but postgame they sit down with the team and they do dinner.
I love that.
And that I think is big. Like they host dinners. Like as much as Mark Pope knows his players, I think you can make the argument that she does as well.
Yeah,
which I think is
cool. It's a whole
cool.
family matter for them, and I think
same
with Kentucky basketball. It's a whole family thing. The crowd feels like they're family. We know them like they're our siblings. So
I mean, his daughter was in like the halftime dance show. Like it's just like a whole family affair, and I love it so much.
I love it. Well, we're so excited to see what comes.
Speaking of basketball, let's transition to the WNBA, but I'm not really going to talk basketball. I think
finally not some controversy. I was really excited for that. Controversy.
It's been a long day.
Well, I think it is a little bit of controversy.
Oh.
So listen to this. Angel Reese, we all know and love her. She played at LSU. She plays for the Chicago Sky now. She's a forward.
You might know her as this.
Well, I'm going to get into that because that's what I think is so funny. Listen.
Clip that, please.
Please don't clip that.
Here's the deal, guys. She is going to be an angel in the Victoria's Secret fashion show. And there's a lot of controversy around that. When you think Victoria's Secret angel, you think graceful. You think like whatever.
Her opposite.
Graceful is not going with what Natalie just did. I think when I think of Angel Reese, I promise you I've watched a lot of basketball. I've watched a lot of her playing basketball. The first thing that I think of if somebody was like, hey, like who's Angel Reese? I'd be like, the one that taunted Caitlin Clark back in 2023. Yeah. Like, that's the first thing that comes to my mind.
The one who will verbally say on social media that she's the one that changed the WNBA, that everything that we all think Caitlin has assisted with, and I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket saying Caitlin Clark did everything.
No, and Angel has a good following. That's not and Angel LSU women's basketball is great
amazing.
too. Kim Mulkey and
my queen.
Yeah, like they're great, and that's she made a ton of money NIL wise from here. Like, that's not what I'm getting at. Her being a Victoria's Secret Angel is extremely controversial because that's careers. For some people, her career is to play basketball. So do you guys think she should walk the stage?
I will be watching it tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
It's tonight?
It's
Yeah,
tonight.
it's tonight.
Oh my gosh, I'm
It's
so
tonight.
excited.
It's
Yes.
tonight. I mean, I have my own thoughts on the show, what I want it to look like
Sure,
this year, but
yeah.
I'm not obviously not going to share that on here. It's not a,
It's not
we're a sports
relevant.
podcast. But I mean, her name's Angel. That's kind of funny. But I like how, they're incorporating some sports and some athletes and stuff like that. I think that's cool. But like, with a reputation of this, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't know how to feel. I can't decide.
Here's what I was comparing it to when I was thinking about this. They have the Sports Illustrated swim, whatever, runway. What is that?
Like
Sports Illustrated,
Like
the
swimwear,
magazine.
like
yeah.
and that's where your athletes are. Livy Dunn is
Which
in
is
that, and
awesome.
Yeah,
and
Alona
that is
is
where
there,
and that's where Angel should be, in my opinion. I'm not hating, like, if she were not in the public eye for being a female basketball player, for like being a professional athlete, then I would see no problem with her being an Angel. But the crossover is where I'm struggling.
Yeah.
So I agree with you, Libby, saying that like I don't have a stance because I'm not like leaning one way, saying like this is absolutely outrageous, because like at some point all of these things are being all infiltrated by athletes, influencers.
Everything is.
Yeah.
Everything is.
So at some point we can't be like, this is outrageous, because this is just what it is now.
Yeah.
But I do agree that like Victoria's Secret Angels are Victoria's Secret Angels.
Yeah.
And most, again, people's like career, and like people's, like I could probably name you like five models or whatever that are Victoria's Secret Angel models. That's how they got their career. Like you said,
Yeah.
that's their identity. That's not who Angel Reese is. And Angel Reese portrays herself on the court and off the court as somebody that is the opposite of what Victoria's Secret Angel image gives.
Yeah, and I feel like, I'm not trying to change the subject or anything, but again, athletes in sports kind of infiltrating a lot of things. I mean, we've talked about this before maybe on here, but like in journalism, we see a lot of former athletes and athletes taking our jobs. So like that brought up like a big a light bulb for me. I was like, oh crap, like I didn't think about it that way. I'm definitely curious, like, is she gonna be wearing something that's like basketball? I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Anyways.
But we'll have to
I don't
see.
know what they're gonna do.
But I just think like I don't know, maybe do like a little feature thing on her maybe.
Yeah.
But like the actual show, like that is just so iconic. Maybe just keep it to the
Angels.
iconicness of the models that are already in it.
I'm going to leave us off with one thing for this, or one more thing about this is just, I think this kind of light bulbed me about name pronunciation. Here we go. Iona Meyer. Alona? I thought it was Iona.
We did it last week.
We did it and we
last
did it
week.
right.
Yeah.
Anyways, we all know
She's
who I'm
awesome.
talking about.
We love
She's
her.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
But I think she has this identity around her, and she got dragged into Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
She got dragged into Barbie.
Sports Illustrated.
She did
Sports
Sports Illustrated, yeah.
Sports Illustrated. All of these. Boom, boom, boom. She got 3 big things and probably more incoming.
Yeah.
And I just think that like this is what that reminded me of, is that a prominent athlete who did good things for women's sports is kind of now touching a lot of other things as well.
Yeah. I don't know. It's definitely something that is going to be growing. I mean, influencers and all that stuff is such a huge thing now because of TikTok and all the social media. So I don't know. I'm curious. I don't think it's a bad thing, but I do think sometimes it can be overdone.
Yeah.
I think, like do whatever you want to a point and then come back a little bit. You know, like I don't know.
Go do some ball handling.
Yeah.
Anyways. We're another week down in the MLB, continuing the playoff series. So, guys, I just have to preface this. My Cubs are done. The Brewers beat us in Game 5, 3-1. Bum, bum, bum. Goodbye, Cubbies. Sad to see, but now I hope the Brewers die because they're playing the Dodgers currently, and the Dodgers are up in the series 2-0. So I still think that the Dodgers are going to take the cake, but I'm just giving you guys a quick little rapid fire scores. So the Blue Jays are also losing to the Seattle Mariners 2-0 as well. But I want to talk a little bit about when the Tigers still were with us until they got defeated. They went to Game 5 as well, and their Game 5 turned into a 15-inning marathon. Crazy. Lauren?
That's so
Did you watch it?
This is insane. I watched like a little bit of it. My family watched it. I think my sister was the only one that like stayed up.
Yeah.
I have a hard 10:30, 11 o'clock bedtime.
I got like the ESPN notifications.
And I was like, I
was
can't.
half
I woke
asleep.
up the next morning and I was like 15 innings.
Insane.
Guys, I've said this before. I think I am not a huge baseball fan. Baseball is hard for me to watch, especially if I don't have any skin in the game. Like I get bored.
That's fair. That's very fair.
It's tough. I understand what's going on. I've had some people like explain it to me, but I just don't like. I don't love it.
It's not your just. And it doesn't have to be. That's okay.
Yeah.
But Seattle ended up beating Detroit, obviously 3-2 in the 15th inning.
I mean, my prediction of the Mariners taking it all the way is still
Yeah,
going.
it's
It's
still
still
going.
going. I do think, again, the Dodgers, I feel like, the Cubs, sad. But the Dodgers, I mean, their
Really
program has
sad.
been pretty consistent. So I'm excited to see what happens here.
Yeah, both are 2-0-2-0.
Yeah.
So we will see. Or
Yeah.
Dodgers and Mariners are both 2-0-2-0. So
Yeah.
I could really see that being our final. So we will see. Go.
Okay, we're going to touch on something that we usually don't talk about. Swim. We're not big swimmers. Fun fact, I used to competitively swim, guys.
What did you
Till
swim?
what age?
Probably like 12 or 13.
And what did you swim?
Breaststroke and butterfly.
I could see
Nice.
you being a swimmer.
So I did
actually.
Otters Aquatics, and that was until I was in 5th grade. And man, my dad was like, "You are horrible. You need to quit."
I am actually the worst swimmer ever.
I
I
might
live
go
on a
there.
lake, and
Yeah.
I'm actually the worst swimmer
Wait,
ever.
really?
Guys, like, it's really bad. Like, I have to, like, it's
So you're
it's
wearing a life
really
jacket?
bad. I'm usually just, like, sitting in a float. Like, I don't, like, swim around.
She doesn't
like,
even try to swim.
Like, my friends will have, like, competitions to
Yeah.
swimming to different places, but I'm like, no, I will drown, so I will
That's
just
hilarious.
watch. Yeah, I'm actually, yeah.
I'm terrible at floating. Like I can't float.
I don't even know. I just sit in a raft.
Anyways, ex-Olympic swimmer Shane Ryan is joining the Enhanced Games, which allows the use of performance-enhancing substances. I knew Libby'd have an opinion on this. I literally was like, I put this in there, and she was like, what is this? I go, just wait. So he's a former Irish swimmer. He competed in multiple Olympics under Ireland's flag, blah, 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 whatever. I really just wanted to get into, do you guys think that anybody should be able to use performance-enhancing drugs? And do you think that them allowing these in competitions is going to affect people competing in like non-performance enhancing drug competitions?
So I need clarification, just because I've never heard of this before. He's using it in a separate league.
Yes.
So the competition
So like
is
everybody
against people
who are
that
also using
that's
performance
just
enhancing drugs.
stupid.
I mean, why do you need to in the first place? So
Right.
why do you have to make? I mean, I can at least respect that there's a different like category.
Yeah, I do.
for
I
them.
respect that a lot.
Yeah.
But like, what's the need? Like, you're
Then
so
just-
like, I need this. Like, are
So
you?
why
so,
don't you
know.
just
like,
none of you use that and just be
Normal.
Exactly.
Right. That's kind of how I feel.
Because the enhancements, in my opinion, are to elevate you to a different level that you can't be, like, you're the top of your competition. That's
Yeah.
why I think people use them.
Yeah.
Right.
So then your competition's also using them. So therefore, we're in square one again.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
Hmm.
that's
yeah.
dumb.
What's even the point?
So that's-
Personally,
that's
I
it.
think it's dumb.
Yeah.
You guys know me. I'm a big NFL gal. Sorry. I just have to highlight one team right now that actually makes me really happy. Sorry. But the Ravens, guys, they're 1-5. How embarrassing.
I know, guys.
That's quite bad and quite different from last year.
That's not what they're usually like. No, listen.
exactly.
My boyfriend, shout out, he's literally the biggest Ravens fan I know.
I
His
thought
mood,
I liked him. I really thought I liked him.
I know. I'll let him
but-
know. His mood is significantly impacted. but
Caleb,
he's-
are you doing okay?
Like, you should check in on him. Everyone should. But he has, like, come to terms with it. He's like, we suck. Like, we suck.
Okay, at least he knows.
But here's his argument. Like,
first step
the
is
starting
acceptance.
lineup is, like, everybody's hurt. That's his thing. He's like, it's okay. Like, we're going to come back. Like, if these people come back. Like, what do we think? You're an AFC North like fan.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, Lamar Jackson is hurt right now. So it's just like, I feel bad for them. They're just not doing good. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, last year they were a force to be reckoned with. I can't wait for the Steelers to play them. Wait. Yeah. No, we played the Browns last week, but I can't wait for it because we're going to absolutely destroy them, and it's going to make my whole family really, really, really happy. Woo. So, but yeah, I just wanted to highlight that. I think there are a lot of NFL teams right now that are struggling.
I feel like it's a weird season going on right now.
It's very weird. I mean, the Bears are doing great, so obviously it's a weird season. If the Bears are doing great, like like that's the thing. So I don't know. Some teams it's problems with coaching. Some others it's some players getting hurt early in the season. That's no good. But I'm really curious to see if they can bounce back from this. I don't have any doubt that they I know they will bounce back just because they are a good team.
That's
they have
fair
great
take.
coaches, but just right now it's kind of surprising.
Great too. Like I hate the Harbaughs, like I do.
Yeah.
John Harbaugh and Jim, like get out. But I'm not a Michigan fan, and I think that's where that stems from. But they're good and they know what they're doing.
Yeah. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one for sure, but we'll see. All right, guys, so now it's time for everybody's favorite part of the episode, our awe and nah moments. We actually have an awe and nah moment this week.
Yeah, no ooh.
Yeah, so we were able to find one. So, but first, this is really cool. Wanted to highlight this for our awe moment. Joshua Hines Allen, number 41 of the Jacksonville Jaguars. You guys should go look at his post on Instagram. Subtle plug. So his son Wesley had cancer, and his son stood with him during the national anthem, I believe.
Yep.
And he was an honorary team captain.
That's really
so sweet.
Yeah. That is such a good aw.
His son,
right?
I know, his son is in remission right now, but every sack from the Jaguars this season is donating.
Could you say that again? Jaguars?
Jaguars?
Why are you saying it like that?
I don't know why
Jaguars.
she's saying it like that either.
Jaguars. Anyways, every sack this season means $410 is going to the organization or guys.
Let's just say
organization. For One for All. It supports. Sorry, my brain just glitched. It supports children from all walks of life, battling cancer. So it was a really cool moment, especially for his family.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
good on the NFL too.
Yeah,
good for the NFL.
I'm looking at the comments
sweet.
on the Instagram. The NFL commented
all sweet stuff.
It was just it was very sweet, and they said whenever they said his son had leukemia, the whole crowd went silent.
Oh wow!
So I bet it was very moving.
Yeah,
and, that's it. Just reiterates. There's more to life than football.
It's more than a game.
Exactly.
It's a community.
Yeah, there's more going on.
That is a great awe moment.
I know. It was great. Yeah. So, Lauren.
Guys, I have the nah moment of the week, and I'm just disappointed to even bring up that my Lions are in it. Okay, so the Lions played the Chiefs. It was a Sunday night football game. I hate the Chiefs. I'm trying to be nice about it. I hate the Chiefs.
Opinions are welcomed here. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I hate the Chiefs. I don't like Travis Kelce. I don't like Patrick Mahomes. I don't like Andy Reid. I can go on and on and on. The Lions and the Chiefs, they got into it, whatever. The Lions look like sore losers. If you look back at the game, I'm obviously saying this as like a biased fan. I think Patrick Mahomes taunted Brian Branch, which is one of the Lions player that has since been suspended for his behavior. Basically, I attached the video here. Nick can put a clip in.
Watching here, end of the game there. Branch walking by. Mahomes extends the hand to him. Branch doesn't respond, doesn't put his hand out. Pat on the back. Juju Smith-Schuster saw that. And then Branch and Juju continue to pass by, and he gives Juju a shot, who goes down. And that's where the whole thing began. It was Pacheco, Branch, Juju, and other players involved, including Trent McDuffie, as most of the guys were trying to keep things calm.
The league's going to take action on that one.
Yeah.
After the game, Patrick Mahomes goes up to shake Brian Branch's hand, and he kind of brushes him off. Chiefs wide receiver Juju Gosh,
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju-
Guys, he was
Yeah.
originally a Steeler, and I had his jersey. Sorry.
Okay, well,
I
I'm
love
gonna
him.
talk about him for a minute.
He's a dog that looks
He
like
kind of
mine.
went up to Brian and was like, "What is the deal? Like, what are you doing?" And then they get into this like massive altercation.
Yeah.
Brian like grabs him by the face mask. They tackle each other. Everybody gets in a fight.
I
Bad
live
look
for
for the
this stuff.
NFL. Bad look for the Lions. Just bad luck for the program all around. What do you guys think?
This brings me back to like college rivalries, like Ohio State and Michigan. Like,
Yeah.
I don't remember, it might have been Michigan like planted their flag,
the flag,
in the middle of the field, and we were all just sitting there watching the TV as the fights were breaking out everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it does happen, but it's like, come on, how old are you people? Grow up. Like I understand this is your livelihood, but like I understand the disrespect. I understand that stuff. But, yeah, I'm watching the video right now, and it just kind of, Patrick Mahomes looks like he kind of started it.
He did. Like, and here's the thing. If you go back and watch the game, I think Patrick
Oh,
Sorry.
We're just
live
watching,
Sorry about that.
reaction.
we're just watching
Yeah.
the video. Holy crap. That was
Right.
like a real face mask.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. And I do feel like the
Wow.
quarterbacks, they'd shake hands like after.
Well, and
like,
here's the thing. Brian Branch isn't a quarterback. He's like, listen, he's owned it. He's like, I shouldn't have done that. But at the end of the day, like, me and Pat aren't friends.
Yeah.
And that wasn't necessary. Like, I don't want to shake his hand after he just taunted me in the end zone. Like, he got away with a call. It was like he wanted, like, a flag. I think he wanted, like, illegal blocking. I could be wrong on that. He was like, listen, I didn't end up getting hurt, but it'd be nice if the refs could call it because I could have gotten hurt. Like, I'm at this point in my life and career where, like, I'd appreciate the call if it's risking an injury. After the game, they lose. The game's over. It wasn't going to impact the game, but he's mad that he didn't get the call. Then Patrick
He's
Mahomes
just walking
kind of makes,
away.
yeah, he's just trying to get off the field, and Patrick Mahomes wants to go shake his hand after taunting him, which I think is.
But
just,
why are you shaking? Like,
I honestly, and I'm not a Patrick Mahomes fan, but I think he does that a lot. That's why I say the Chiefs get away with a lot because they always try to come out as the good guys at the end of the day,
they're never going to.
and they come out on top every time. Like Patrick Mahomes isn't getting any bad press for this.
No.
Yeah.
Brian Branch has since been suspended for a game, which ultimately impacts the Lions.
It's just annoying the pedestal that the Chiefs get
are-
to be on.
yeah.
Like like they are scrappy guys. I mean, I do give them that. They have a bunch of great players on their team, but they are scrappy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Whatever.
I don't know. That was
I'm
kind of
annoyed.
crazy.
I kind
but-
of do like a good fight though here and there.
Yeah.
It keeps it spicy.
But they
Sure.
need to go
You know?
look at what happened in Jacksonville, and then they need
Yeah.
to be brought back down to earth.
True
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
True that. We are so glad you tuned in for week number 6.
Make sure you follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Beyond the Sidelines with 3 S's.
Yes, please do that because our content is awesome. You guys need to watch it.
Fire.
And let us know if you like our new lighting, our new setup. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.